Guys, it's time. Big Brain Bouts. Number 32. What was that icon, Ian Blue? You saw an icon? What icon did you see? I didn't see any icons. Did you see an icon? I have no idea what you're talking about. Hello, Foxer. Alright, apparently Indy is not here. So I guess I'm going to host. Maybe, I guess Indy might be covering the Africa qualifier. I don't really know how that works, but it doesn't matter. I will just host. Bam, bam. Everybody, looks like a nice lineup today. I think we'll have some fun. I'm actually really looking forward to the first one. Lorimbo against Astra. I have very little idea what to expect from this. Astra says he needs 2 minutes because he has a call. We're off to a flying start today, but that's okay. So apparently, guys, it is 2 minutes. And then Lorimbo says, alright, then I'm going to go to the restroom. I think that just means that he is nervous. Lorimbo, 5,233 MMR. There is $80 on the line, guys, for our first series of the day. 60 for the, no, 75, sorry. 60 for the winner, 15 for the loser. And meanwhile, Astra is apparently not really playing on this account. It's gonna be good. This is probably going to include a couple of proxy hatcheries on the other side of the map. I don't know everything about Lorimbo. What I do know is that he's a very happy Italian kid. He seems very passionate. He likes Fiante a lot. And he builds hatcheries where they don't belong. Whether it's the Protoss Natural or slightly outside of the Protoss Natural or part of the Wall-Off. It's like, I'm just trying to help. And it's like, yeah. That's pretty much all I know about Lorimbo. Astra, I know even less. I know he's been around for a while. I know he's attended a couple of the offline DreamHacks. It just seems like a very sweet, nice guy. Very polite. Also helped out a lot 2 weeks ago, so we could give Benefit a chance to play the PvP against Saver. So it should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little look at that Africa thing as well, as we are waiting for these nerds. So today, guys, at 6 p.m. there is a very big qualifier happening. Let's take a look at some of the finer names that have shown up. This is starting right now as well. That's a qualifier with Reynor, Serral, Wayne, Laser, Dimaga, Oliveira even, HeroMarine, Clem, BASILISK. So this obviously is going to be a very stacked tournament, but I don't think you're allowed to show that on Twitch. So you guys can only ever watch this on Africa. Not my favorite streaming platform, but I prefer it over Kick. I'll be totally honest. Alright, Astra is ready. I'm ready. Now we just need Lorimbo. And once Lorimbo is ready, we are good to go. How do you reach the qualifier? Do you have to win an online cup? You mean for Africa? No, I think everybody was able to sign up. Alright, they are ready. I'm sending it, guys. Opening best of 5. The night is about to start. You say Africa? Well, yes, that's how it's called. Africa TV. I think everyone was allowed to play in that qualifier. What time? It starts right now. That is happening at the same time, but since I cannot show those games on Twitch, I thought it would be a waste not to do the Big Brain Bouts. So I'm still going to have a lot of fun here. But if you guys want to keep me updated on how the nerds are performing in the other qualifier, be my guest, and I'll take a little look at it in between the best of 5s. But during the best of 5s, we're going to focus a little, as these nerds are battling it out for some prize money. 75 bucks on the line for 2 players with 5,200 MMR. Should be good. Should be fun.
Let's get it on.
And that rhymes, guys. That actually rhymes.
Round 1. Fight.
In the top right side, we are looking at the main base of a good friend of Night Phoenix. He is originally a Russian Protoss player, but he's currently living in Berlin, Germany, and that's why he also asked me to show him with a German flag in our announcement. This is Astra, aka Kitten Astra. Night Phoenix and Kitten Astra both love the little kitty ears. I took a very flattering picture of me at the poker table wearing them. I'm sure some of you guys saw it. In the bottom left side, we are looking at the main base of the man who did a bit of casting at Home Story Cup And he was just very happy, energetic overall. Kept spamming me for the cap. He's like, Rotte, can I have the Basilisk cap? I need the Basilisk cap. I was like, alright, mate, I'll get you a cap. This is the Italian Zerg player, Lorimbo. Okay, I like it, guys. Astra was trying to go Nexus first, perhaps, but after scouting what he's up against, he decides to go Forge. Now, if you go Forge Nexus, you're actually in trouble if the hatchery goes down here, and I have the feeling that that is exactly what Lorimbo wants to do. We're off to a weird start here. Everything we expected, guys. Hatchery in the main base. Ooh, we misplaced the gateway. That's close. Oh my god, I think he might die. I am an expert in Forge expanding. I think you die here, guys. I actually think you need to drop the cannon before the gateway. It's very hard to do it like this, but now the cannon is even later. I think he's dead. Mate, you need to wall off right now. If every second you wait, you have less and less and less HP. No! What is this? Another Forge. Okay. I think the Forge dies. I think the Lynx will kill the Forge. It's close, yeah. Forge dies. Lynx get in. This is so bad. Because you don't have a Zealot. When you play like this, you do not have a Zealot. Astra is paying a very, very, very hefty price here. At least the gateway is done. Maybe you can Chrono Boost out a Zealot right now. But now the Lynx will start working on the probes here. And that obviously means more probes will fall. Lorimbo is also building another hatchery on the other side of the map. Since we don't have gas, we don't have to worry about roaches or anything. But this is just an amazing start for Lorimbo. I have a lot of experience with this kind of stuff because I am a Forge Fast Expand enjoyer against 12 full. And this is not the start that you are looking for as a Protoss ever. You're supposed to literally take 0 damage from the Lynx because you go for a quick full wall off. And then you can worry about that hatchery inside of your main. But being forced to cancel your gate is that like 2-3 seconds that you need normally for that extra HP on your building. Lorimbo might actually be a little bit confused where he's like, huh, I've done like more than I normally do. Do I double down on the proxy hatch or do I just macro? The correct choice is definitely to just macro at home. But he's also investing a lot in spines right now. Do we have gas yet? No, it's no gas. So it's just Zealots and probes. Oh, yeah, this is going slightly better, I guess, for Astra right now. Even gets the queen before a creep tumor goes down, so that's kind of big. Lorimbo should just focus on shit at home. As long as he builds stuff at home, he's going to be totally fine. Got a shield battery going up. Of course, it's fine to use the larva and build a couple Zerglings, but building extra drones here and spines, I think that's a little bit unnecessary. Like, Lorimbo is already in a very good spot, make no mistake. And he's not even done yet. We have to worry about the Broodlings, and right when the Broodlings come out, an extra set of Zerglings pops as well. So one Zealot dies immediately, the Broodlings will obviously expire. But now we got Zealots chasing slow Zerglings. And if Lorimbo is able to keep these Lings alive until Ling speed kicks in, this is super annoying. Forge gets less health than a gateway. 200 less. Yeah, I don't think that was the reason. But I think overall the biggest mistake, guys, is not that he built a Forge here. It's more just that he repositioned the gateway. He built the gate, he cancelled it. So then you lose money. And it obviously takes a little bit longer. But because of the money you lose, the cannon is later. And those few seconds really made the difference. Because if that cannon is online just a tad quicker, then the Lynx cannot break through anymore. So now in the end, 5 minutes in, we have stumbled into a weird PvZ where things look very good for the Italian Zerg. He's getting 3 bases up and running. He has a 4 drone advantage. Like normally it's Protoss who's got more workers in this phase in the game. Especially if the Protoss is still on 2 bases. But I don't know how much better maybe Astra is in a macro game than Lorimbo. Like if you're way better than your opponent, you can still win this. I have to double check my sound. That's fine. I think if the Protoss is like vastly superior, you'll be fine. He's going for a Roddy follow-up here. Stargate and +1 arrow weapons. This is world's latest Stargate. We are almost 6 minutes into the game, guys, and the Stargate is going down. 2 cybernetic cores. Maybe it's to hide the fact that he's going +1 air weapons, or these ones very quick +1 air weapons. I mean, it is definitely going to come as a surprise, I think, to Lorimbo. These links already have a bit of potential, and if we don't have any adepts here, with only 3 slow zealots, this is going to be kind of annoying. Lorimbo is actually, I think, going to get a cancel on this Nexus, guys. There really is a chance here. He's starting to lose a couple links, and the probe is helping out as well. Zealots versus Zerglings is going to be awfully close, but I think that's a cancel. It must be a cancel. It will be a cancel, especially with extra links showing up. I'm playing triple Stargate of, what is it, double Stargate, triple Stargate? No, it's double Stargate of 2 bases. That's just not really it. The only nice thing here for Astra is that Lorimbo has absolutely no idea about the 2 Stargates and the fleet beacon. And not the start that our German-Russian Protoss was looking for, as he's down 11 workers. Lorimbo's actually dropping a Spire, which is a perfect call. But I think it was because he wants to play Mutalisk, but he's actually just going to build Corruptus here, I think, if he figures it out. Mutas is fine too, of course, against Void Rays, make no mistake. Thank you to my man Hard Games Johnny for the 6 months, and thank you to Amrik the Elf as well for the 42. Now, Mutas are not very good against carriers. Carriers just have too much HP. Just takes a little too long, so I think the moment Lorimbo sees what he needs to see with his Overseer, we can let that Spire finish up. It's totally fine, and then we just go Corruptus. And we can play some maybe Ling Bane Corruptor. As weird as it sounds, if you have a vastly superior economy, that's completely fine. Hello, Cobblestone. How did you enjoy the home story, Club Cobble? Did you have fun, mate? Was it a good weekend? Battery Overcharge is going to keep one adept safe. It just kind of feels to me that right now this is an unfair fight. Lorimbo is indeed double expanding. He's going to be able to saturate these bases too. Astra just has no way at the moment to deal any economic damage on the other side of the map. So he cannot ever slow Lorimbo down. And he's just going to be overwhelmed by a crazy amount of Corruptus. The start was simply too good for the Italian Zergi. He didn't get a Basilisk cap. If you would have told me, mate, I would have kept one apart from you. I had like 30, and I was like, I'm never going to go through these caps. And then I was literally out of caps on the Saturday evening, besides 3 or so. As Lorimbo is going to get 17 probes here as well. Overcharge was on cooldown, guys, because we used it to save the adept earlier. This game was already kind of over. No, it's a whole lot more over. I don't hate the fact that Astra is trying. There's money on the line. Obviously, it's a big best of 5 for him. If you're 5,200 MMR, you don't have the opportunity to win 60 bucks too often in StarCraft.
Upgrade complete. Battle awaits us.
Ah, and he's showing love to Whitera. I love that. Unfortunately, this game is over, and I think he's about to leave. After he sees all these Corruptors, will one of the carriers fall? No, not yet, but there's literally nothing that's gonna happen to keep these Corruptors alive. We can't really warp in stuff other than 2 Stalkers at a time, apparently. Astra just warped in his first 2 Stalkers. This game is ultra over, but that's okay. A lot of things went Lorimbo's way in the beginning. This should be our final fight. 3 carriers. On some moments, I would hype it up. This is not the moment. Corrupted count too damn high. Zerglings with +1 melee on the ground, too powerful. And it's all Italia. Madonna. Grazie, ragazzi. Lorimbo, rather. Nabba. Lorimbo takes the 1-0 lead. And it all goes back, guys, to that very first gateway. I don't know how badly it was repositioned, but I just wish that he would have let it finish. Warp in that cannon ASAP. I even think you can go Forge, Nexus, Cannon, and then Gate. That's totally fine. It's just the cannon is more important there than the gateway. Against 12 pool and a hatchery in your main base. Because the last thing you ever want to worry about is stuff in your natural and in your main at the same time. I guess I have to host because Indy isn't here. Unbelievable. Good help is hard to find. No, I can't even do my analysis. Royal Blood, guys. WCS Game Heart. I'm so lazy that I'm gonna put /lobby link on Ctrl-C. So I don't have to type it out over and over again. When is the 3K MMR tournament? It's my time to shine. If you can convince Lino that it's time for another community rumble, we can do that. I'm not going to include Basilisk in that, but Everybody can make it happen. Lorimbo says go, go. Astra, does he need 2 minutes? Or are we good to go? This is the opening best of 5 of the night, guys. Every single best of 5 is going to be higher level throughout the entire evening. The second one is already, I think, very good today. As it's Baby Marine versus Disc. Spam this Rico to help Lorimbo. Spam this Ronda to help Astra. What about that? You guys showing too much love to Rico. Where's my sweetheart? Why is my baby not getting any love? Victoria sent me a picture the other day when she was babysitting Jax. And there was a picture of Ronda like being on the couch next to her. I was like, oh my goodness, it's my baby. And Victoria, she's like, oh my god, I'm done with you. Alright. Round 2, guys.
Round 2. Fight!
In the bottom left side, we are looking at the main base of our German Russian Protoss player. He's down 0-1 after just kind of getting cheesed. Took a lot of damage from the 12 pool and the hatchery inside of his main base. Can we clean things up? This is Astra, representing the 3D clan. And in the top right side, we are looking at the main base of a man who's a big fan of Fiant. And he never keeps the drones in his pants. The Italian Zerg Lorimbo. With, once more guys, a hatchery where it does not belong. If Bly was 1200 MMR worse and Italian instead of Ukrainian, he'd be Lorimbo. Astra's like, wait a minute, I haven't seen anything yet. Something up? Yes, something is up. So what do we do now? Astra goes Forge. Okay. Oh, but it's a gas as well. If this is a Ravager Rush, Forge Fast Expand is not very good against Ravager Rush, but we cancel it. Okay, so then it might be good news. This might actually turn into good news. Nexus, just full wall off, please, mate. Make your life easy. Right now, what Astra needs to do, guys, is full wall off, cannon, and then confirm. With one more probe, you want to confirm if there's a gas or not. So you know if you have to worry about banelings, or if it's just spines and links. And if it's just spines and links, the name of the game is very simple. The more spines, the merrier. Don't make life hard on yourself. Don't think like, oh, I said spines, I mean cannons. Oh my goodness, he snipes the drone.
First blood.
That's actually a big start already. Like, yeah, exactly. Second cannon, I want to see a third cannon. And as soon as we have a cyber core, I want to see battery. Like, do not underdo it here. Don't think like, oh, 2 cannons is fine, right? No. This is super committed, super all in by the Zerg. The more cannons, the merrier. No such thing as too many cannons here. Cybercore. No, what? Okay, none of that made any sense. I think it's fine because obviously we don't have to worry about link speed. Is it all? It's not a wall off. That's kind of weird, but it's okay. We need more though, mate. We need more. What's Lorimbo doing? Okay, if Lorimbo is expanding and he's building drones, then we don't need more. Then 2 cannons is just the right amount of cannons. Then Lorimbo is just going to be very far behind. Yeah, no, it was hold position. It's fine. This is now not a good start for Lorimbo. Astra is doing exactly what I said, and that is the triple battery. I prefer cannons over batteries. He likes batteries apparently, which is totally fine. It's a shame that he sent the other probe home, because it's so nice to have a little bit of map presence to see how serious is my opponent, right? How many spines do I need to worry about? Because for Lorimbo, this is just an opening. For us mere mortals, this is an all-in, but for Lorimbo, it's just an opening. Now in the end, we have sort of overreacted because we didn't know that our opponent is expanding on the other side of the map. I think even if you've lost your ability to scout, what is important to keep in mind is that if things are too good to be true, they usually are. And if you're Astra here and you're just not in any danger of dying, right? It's not 4 or 5 spines running forward, queens, links. Then it's like, wait a minute. Something ain't quite right, and then you can kind of assume that your opponent is transitioning out of it. These spines will eventually fall. It's important for Astra. No, stop, matey. Stop. Stop, Astra. No, we're building 2 more batteries. No, we're overcharging too. No. Astra is severely overreacting at this point, guys. So Lorimbo is getting what he's looking for. And now the slow Zerglings might actually get a Stalker kill here. Maybe even 2, as Astra is just not paying attention. He's in a bit of danger. He at least saves that one. Didn't even get the Queen. He's spending an absolute fortune right now on static defenses. It's hard to play against Zerg cheese because you're not always sure what's happening. When we see everything, it's very easy for us to say, oh, that's a good play, that's a bad play. Astra probably worried here that he's playing a best of 5 and he's about to die to something very silly. So he's playing it overly safe, but yeah, by playing it this safe. That's also an Artie McTosis pilot of the century, by the way. And this is now looking very rough. Lorimbo just forgets where his natural is. That happens to the best of us. Things are looking mighty fine for the Italian Zerg, and it's a shame for Astra, where he just kind of had a misread. In game 1, he had a very unfortunate misclick with his gateway that made his life a whole lot harder than it had to be. Otherwise, that would have been a completely different game. And here in game 2, we made a big mistake of bringing our probe back, so we didn't actually see what was happening on the other side of the map. A high-level player would have been able to keep that probe alive forever, basically, because it's only slow links, right? And then you could send that probe back in, and once you see the hatchery on the other side of the map going down, you're like, oh, okay. Now I can just start building probes. Unfortunately, Astra didn't. At least our man is finding a few of 3Bs when it comes to Overlords. That's nice. I don't know how good Astra is with Blinky Boys. Maybe he can make some serious magic happen. Like, I know, for instance, that is not my strength. And if I would be in this spot against Lorimbo, I would lose. For sure. Because everybody is good at different stuff in StarCraft. Unless your name is Jonas Utala and you're just good at all of it. But most of us have things that we are better at and worse at. And from this spot, I would not win a game against Lorimbo. You give me the same spot with Phoenixes and DTs, I'd probably be fine. But yeah, with Blink Stalkers and a late robe away, I would just get gobbled up by a bunch of Roaches, Lings, and Ravages. Hello, Coco. How was the Coco stream today? Is it the year of Lorimbo? It could very well be. It was nice. That makes me happy. I think tomorrow your team, Coco, has a big match in the WTL. But Roddy is unfortunately busy racing. So I think it should be up to Coco to bring the world some feisty WTL code-ass action of the Platinum Heroes. Am I proud of my boys? I'm always proud of my boys. I'm proud of Clem too. He played very well. As he pretty much always does. Yeah, I thought it was very nice of the Platinum Heroes not to send you out. But then I think at the bare minimum, the Platinum Heroes should give us a Coco quest. That's very important. Lorimbo, guys, is sending 71 army supply of Zerg to the other side of the map. Zergling speed is done. +1 melee on the way. An immediate recall there by Astra. I don't hate it. Can we just no, why did we warp in there? Why would you warp there? Okay, he's gonna get away with it. Alright, the nice thing is that we have 1,000,000 cannons and batteries in our natural. Please get one more pylon though, guys. If we lose our natural because 4 Ravagers shoot at this pylon, I am done for the night, okay? I'm signing out. I'm doing the WWE tag team. Like, I run to the side, I give Coco a high five. Coco swaps in, Roddy's done. I would not be able to continue. Lorimbo, instead, is just going to back off. And he's going to drop a spy. Zerg still 10 workers ahead. That's obviously good as he now gets the surround on this Nexus. The Ravagers, though, they get blown up by one Purification Nova from downtown. And this overcharge is an overcharge for the ages. That battery is still alive. This is a 10 out of 10 fight for Astra. And this game has just been turned on its head. Sweet baby Jesus, Lorimbo. Or as they would say in Italy, Mamma Mia, what was that? Well, that's a donation, my friends. That was a donation. And Lorimbo goes from being in the absolute driver's seat and pretty far ahead to being in all sorts of trouble in this game. As now the Mutas, I mean, the Mutas are going to have to deal with a bunch of Stalkers that already have Blink. I did not see that coming, guys. What a one-sided fight. That wasn't a fight. That was abuse, okay? That's one person fighting and the other person not trying to fight. Like, I didn't sign up for that. Now Lorimbo is making a few Mutas, but the Mutas, I think, are going to be forced to participate in the fight here, and that's not what Mutas ever want to do. How good is our Blink Stalker Micro Astra? So far it's fine. That was a weird little tiny Nova. That was the tiniest, cutest Nova I've ever seen, but, you know, it forced Zerglings to disengage. I think Astra just saw a couple of the Mutas pop. Only 20 links remaining. We got literally more Stalkers out on the map than Zerglings at the moment. And that Blink Stalker Micro, guys. That Blink Stalker Micro is honestly fine. Lorimbo is on the verge of dying unless he pulls off a miracle. But yeah, with 10 links at a time. That was insane. I have no idea what just happened in this best of 5. I was like, okay, it seems like Lorimbo is just better. It's going to be a pretty clean 3-0. It is what it is. And 2 minutes later, Astra just completely buffs Lorimbo in game 2. Alrighty, where are the Mutas? How many Mutas do we have? 6, yeah. But even with 14 Mutalisks are not gonna kill this many Stalkers. That's the beauty of 5,200 MMR video gaming. These guys are good players, but they obviously have different strengths and weaknesses. And I have no idea what I just witnessed. But that was definitely a throw in a hole by Lorimbo, who was in a very good spot. A couple of minutes are gonna come in from different angles, but they do not stand a chance against all these Stalkers. And it's Astra who ties things up pretty convincingly. Yes, that one as well, Kaka. It was indeed excellent by Astra that the moment he sent out his Stalkers and he saw all the links with +1 melee on the way and Roaches, Ravages coming in, that he immediately recalled. And then obviously having that quick disruptor that he was kind of hiding, landing a perfect shot. We've got a series. Game 3, Babylon. Let's go. Well, it's not a 3-0. I feel I won. Now I can relax. And we just enjoy the day from here on out. Every single time, guys, we prevent the 3-0. Roddy will stay on as the captain. It's important to me. We are on the mission of making Roddy a champion, so. Ready. Astra, go. 3-part question. Okay. Let me go ahead and start this game whenever the nerds are ready. No! Race. Saved. It was gonna be a TVZ, but we saved it in the end. Thank you to the Big Maple for the 7 months. Yeah, Future is playing third match, co-main event of the evening. Alright, so we have a 3-part question, guys. What's the longest match you've played? I wouldn't know, but it was over an hour. I have had a match over an hour, but it's a long time ago. Longest you've casted? I think that was one of the Lone Star clash matches between Stefano and the guy from New Zealand. Petreus, something like that. I think they had a hour and a half Swarmos against Swarmos battle back and forth. Absolutely dreadful. And the longest I know of is definitely Mana versus Firecake, which I think was 2 hours and 30 minutes. And trust me, none of that was fun or good. It may sound epic, but it really wasn't. It was terrible.
Round 3. Fight.
In the bottom right side of Babylon, we are looking at the main base of the man who's going for the D12 pull once more, because that is the way that this man rolls. Our Italian Zergy, Lorimbo. And he's gonna duke it out with the guy who's just low-key a forge, fast, expand, enjoyer. And I like it, because it takes one to know one. Representing 3D, it's Astra. So it turns out that if the game stabilizes and things are going normal, that maybe Astra is the better player. Because he just completely destroyed that Lorimbo attack. So I guess for Astra, this is all about just getting himself in a playable position. I think this is just his opening, Ian Blue. I think he just always scouts. Could be a hatch in the wall off though. Hatch in the wall. Okay, this is actually a problem for Astra. Lorimbo did this against me literally yesterday morning. And what I did is I cancelled my Nexus. and I revolt. This, I guess, is an option as well. Cannon, 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 cannon. We need money for a cannon. We need money. Oh my god, the links are already coming. I mean, this could be good, but we need to pull, I think, a few more probes, because we don't want the links to get in. This is cool. This is actually so bizarre. I think this is a better response than my response, because my response put me behind. This is hell or glory. There is nothing in between. Either everything goes right or everything goes wrong. We need to run away. That's not a fight you can take. That's not a fight you can take. But you also need to protect your cannon. More probes. This is why we needed more probes. Okay, now the links can run into the main base now. I think Lorimbo should run into the main. Lorimbo. It's good enough, I think, for Astra, guys. That is good enough for Astra. Even if it's 12 against 13 workers, doesn't matter. It's 2 base against 1. Even though we don't have a gateway. Now that is a problem. Don't lose any more probes. Another hatchery is going up inside of the main base of Astra. Yeah, I know, don't worry. Astra also knows. But what can he do? What can he do? Alright. We're gonna lose some mining time. The 2 links are gonna be annoying, but 2 links is really all that Lorimbo has. I still like it for Astra. As long as we don't lose any more probes. No, as long as we don't lose... stop. Okay, he loses another probe. I love it for Lorimbo. I switched sides, guys. Oh my god, double kill. Okay, game is over. GG. Well, it was nice knowing all of you guys. I still think it's alrighty, but obviously this hatch is a bit of a problem. Oh my goodness, the hatchery finishes up. So now you're going to get 3 eggs. You're going to get 6 more links. Now we really need to make sure that we get a Zealot out ASAP. Like, it's still not bad for Astra, but we need to stop losing probes. We've lost 3 probes to 2 Zerglings. No, now we're going to lose another probe to Broodlings. And another one. At least we finally have a Zealot. I'll take the game from here. This is some bizarre video game. Spend some energy, mate. Chrono. Stop losing probes for the love of everything. Ever since I said I liked it for Astra, he has lost 5 additional probes. Or 6. Whatever it is. We've now lost 12 probes in total. It's 19 against 22 workers. Obviously, Lorimbo has not really a whole lot going for himself. He does have enough gas to start Zergling speed. Lorimbo's natural is late, but he's going up to 3 bases now, and that's obviously big. These guys are 5,200, 5,300 MMR. So. It is Grandmaster League, the very bottom of Grandmaster League, but it is GM. Sometimes Master League, sometimes GM, but in this day and age, 5-2, 5-3 is GM. They're really dragging each other down? I wouldn't quite say that. I just think it's more... Lorimbo plays weird, and he's good at the weird stuff. Astra, however, is probably slightly better in the normal games, but that's not what Lorimbo is going to give him. So you're just watching maybe one guy that's slightly better than the other one, but then the slightly better one is forced to play weird games. We need to chrono, amigo. Chrono. I heard, guys, that if a Nexus reaches 200 energy before minute 6, that the game crashes. The game will literally crash. Oh, he cancels the Stargate and he goes for a Robo. Wings of Liberty mind games are back. 1, 7, 8, 9. We're maxed out. Boom. Windows arrow sounds. Alright, so Lorimbo is gonna go for +1 melee. The switching of tech is kind of cool, but now we do need to make sure that we kill it. Oh, I don't think a Stalker has enough DPS to kill this in time. Oh. Lorimbo is at the bare minimum going to see that Robo, but I think he will all... I love it. That's the best play I've ever seen in my life. I love it. Oh my goodness. Big brain bouts, guys. Oh, that's just too good. I'm sorry. I have actually never seen that. That is just amazing. Lorimbo is like, alright, let me scout at the Stargate. Let me just check. Yep, Stargate's still building. It's like, man, Protoss does really suck these days. It takes 2 minutes to build a Stargate, but maybe that's why we never see a Protoss win GSL or any of the DreamHack events. That's amazing. So But what exactly are we going to do here? Is it like War Prism speed, disrupted drop or something? I'm not totally sure, guys. I don't think Lorimbo is totally sure either. You can't really blame him. This was something. I can already say that 7 minutes into game 3, this is a very memorable best of 5 for me. It's one of these series that you can ask me about 1 or 2 years from now on. If you run into me at a Home Story Cup, and I'll probably remember all of it. Because I'm seeing things here that I have not seen before. So I guess it's a 2-base Blink Stalker Disruptor all in. That is what we are working with, right? It's a little late. Lorimbo is gonna send in another Overlord. And he's like, what the hell? It wasn't a Stargate. But I think he kind of picked up on it already. He's playing it, say, 57 drones, making a lot of units. All he really needs to do right now, guys, is keep making units. I wouldn't hate another hatchery. Not too saturated, but just to make sure that we have enough larvae. No. No need for drones. Mate. Lorimbo. Like, I know he already has a lot of battle units, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he needs to drone here. He's going up to 4 bases. That part is fine. I think the droning part is not really necessary. He's making 8 and a base. I like how Lorimbo scouts the 2 base on Lin and he's like, roaches. Novas? The guys, Novas. Yes? No? Yes? Oh my god, the Warp Prism is so low on HP. Oh my god. No, stop. Stop. No, Astra, no. Yeah, the nerds are nervous, guys. I have played against Astra, and I can guarantee you that he's a pretty good player. And we saw that a little bit on Royal Blood, but he clearly he's feeling the pressure. That is that was not the way to execute a double disrupted drop. I've seen a lot. I have never seen that one. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's okay to laugh as long as we're nice, right? I mean, in the end of the day, guys, we're playing a video game. Having fun is allowed. And Astra is a player that obviously understands high-level StarCraft, has gone to offline events. He will look at that and he will laugh about it too. Not right now. Right now he's fuming because he's doing his best. But in any other moment, he would also get a chuckle out of that one. And that's okay. We got 61 armies play against 103. If we land 2 absolute picture-perfect Novas, though, guys, it is possible. Lorimbo is going to try to get on top of the disruptor. The first one, though, oh, what a shot. The second one, what a shot. Well, if we're ever going to win a fight, where's that War Prism? Where is that War Prism? If only we had that War Prism here. Okay, there is a Betrayal War Prism in the natural. The other one was pretty far in the back. Those were the 2 best Novas that you're going to land. Unfortunately, after losing the Colossus and the Disruptors, it's not going to be good enough. Those 2 Novas were insane, but he needed some War Prism micro there. He needed some immediate reinforcements in the middle of that fight. And he legitimately, with those 2 shots, would have had a tiny chance. It seems that Lorimbo is not a master against the Disruptor. This is my observation, guys, after game 2 and game 3. I think if Astra can just find himself in a spot where he can be a 3-base Protoss with some cannons, batteries, and disruptors, I think he should be fine. But yeah, unfortunately, that is not going to happen in this game. Of course, the GG gets called. Lorimbo, the Italian Zerg, that builds hatcheries everywhere they don't belong, takes the 2-1 lead. Now, that was a video game, guys. 10 minutes and 48 seconds. It started off with a hatchery in the wall off against Forge Fast Expand. Lynx kind of got in. Hatch in the main. Couple of Lynx. Killed a whole bunch of probes. Then we had one more big thing happen. Oh yeah, we had the Stargate. They got scouted and cancelled. And then rebuilt and cancelled again after it got scouted again. And then we had the unfortunate Disruptor harass attempt into the main base. Map 4 will be Neo-Humanity. I know you're ready, Night Phoenix. The thing is, I think the guys from Basilisk are gonna get a little suspicious if I invite you every week. But I know you're ready. You're always on the list, amigo, don't worry. If I am ever in need of a 5,700 MMR Protoss, you're the first one I think of, okay? And just invite me to Basilisk and all will be fine. I unfortunately do not have that power. Ready when you are. Astra is ready. Down 1-2 against the men from Italy. We are waiting for Lorimbo to give us the go-ahead. Game 4, guys. Neo-Humanity. This has definitely been a series. It's not been the cleanest StarCraft we've ever seen. It's not been the highest level of StarCraft, but it's definitely been fun. Who decides who plays in the Big Brain Bouts? That is me. Yours truly. Coco, if you want to play, next Friday night, you're in. First game of the night. If you're in, Coco... If you want... I have wanted Coco on the Friday night for a long time. If you want to open our next fight card, we're going to make it happen. You're in Italy? Oh, hang out with Reynor? That's so cool. I'm so jealous. I wish I was in Italy. I'm cool enough to hang out with Reynor. Alrighty. Bam. Round 4.
Round 4. Fight.
That's even cooler, Coco. Hang out with Baby Marine. In the top left side, guys, we are looking at the main base of the man who has shown us some glimpses of greatness, but then has also made a couple of silly mistakes. It is what it is. Hopefully we can keep the nerves under control. It's obviously an awkward series for him. Our German-Russian Protoss player, Astra. 5,200 MMR. As he's duking it out with the man who always goes for the 12 pool, who always goes for a proxy hatch one way or the other. Taking a 2-1 lead. The Italian Zerg. You guys may have seen him at the Home Story Cup. It's Lorimbo. Is a Roddy Stream romance developing here? That depends on who the romance is with. If Vicky is active in the chat, then yes. Otherwise, the ship has sailed, baby. I'm a married man. Sorry, single lady. Alright, guys. Again, we have a forge on the low ground. Astra. Alright. Now, I actually think... Yeah, what do you do? Cannon gate, maybe? This is really annoying to play against. This is honestly very annoying to play against. We have a forge and a gate. There's a whole bunch of links already running to the other side of the map. What Lorimbo can do, guys, is just cancel this hatchery. And then the links are gonna run in. And if that is the case, then Astra is once more in a little bit of trouble. There is that cancel on the hedge. Here come the Zerglings. The Zerglings should absolutely not fight the cannon. They should just run through. Now we're playing a little mini game called American football. Some Americans take it very serious. For most of us, it's a meme. These right, guys? These are the linebackers. And they have to make sure that the little egg that they call a football does not end up here. But the football... Oh, we're throwing it. No? Okay, we're still blocking. We're doing good. Tom Brady is happy with the defense so far. We need to make sure that we keep going full Tom Brady, though. That's going well. This is definitely not the New York Jets, guys. If this was the Jets, those links would have already run through. Okay, one more ling in the end. 3 Zerglings do make it into the main base, but the Zealot is almost out. As long as we can limit the amount of probes we lose here, it's really not bad for Astra. It is really not... Okay, there's a lot of extra links showing up, but we have a Zealot. We're pulling the probes. I think it's a good fight for Astra. It's a perfect fight for Astra, as he saves the Zealot too. Honestly, I think Lorimbo is in serious trouble. I think this is the worst start out of every single game so far. I would cancel this hatch, by the way. Like, I think letting this hatch finish up is a mistake. We have the links running into the main base. Lorimbo says, I don't care what you think, Roddy. I am gonna let it finish up. Well, you're gonna get a couple slow Zerglings out of it and a couple Broodlings. That's about it. One Zealot does get surrounded there. Ooh, this Zealot gets surrounded too. And now it can actually get a bit annoying. Because now we're down to 0 Zealots and we're gonna have to fight with links again. But, excuse me, with props. But it's okay because there's only 3 links to worry about, so Yeah, I love this side for Astra. No, stop. Astra. Just wait for your Serral to show up, mate. Stop! Guys, tell him to stop pulling the workers. Night Phoenix, be a good friend. Alright, that's fine. Okay, we end up losing 2 pros, but in the end... Oh, no! Stop! Okay, jeez Louise. I'm having a meltdown. What are we doing with our economy? We're maxed out on energy again as well. Tell him to chrono. Someone whisper this man on Battle.net right now and tell him to chrono. Okay. We're good. Wardy with the massive raid. Welcome everyone. We are in the middle of a very funny best of 5 between Astra and Lorimbo. It's the first of 4 best of 5s here in the Big Brain Bouts. These guys are playing for 75 bucks, 60 for the winner, 15 for the loser. And it's been one hell of a series so far. Forget everything that you know about traditional PvZ and start thinking about hatcheries at places where they don't belong. This has definitely been a Big Brain Bout series. We've got a Stargate, but do we do, guys? Astra Chrono Mormon. Night Phoenix, I know you're very good friends with Astra. I know you guys spend a lot of time. You should tell the man to get a bit more on top of his Chrono Boost. His life is going to be a whole lot better if he just Chrono Boost workers a little bit more in the beginning. Can we put up a $1 prize pool? No, place the Falcon. This is all Basilisk. But what you can do, and that is for free, is just support Basilisk on the social medias. React to the Twitter post, give them some love, join their Discord, follow them on YouTube. But we do not need your money. Maybe one day when we open a store, but I know that the store is in high demand. I know you guys want your Basilisk shirt, your Reynor shirt, your Serral shirt. We are aware of it. But it's still gonna take a little while. You love your Basilisk pin? I don't have mine anymore. I gave all of them away. I do not have a Basilisk pin. But I've got the Roddy shirt, so that's okay. Alright, we've got a lair on the way for Lorimbo, who is once more firing up +1 melee. Slowly but steady, saturating all 3 bases. Astra looked really good in game 2, where he actually ever got an army and a disruptor. I think this time around, it's unfortunate. I think we could have tucked these units in a little bit better. Where that Void Ray at, guys? Void Ray kind of sleeping on the job, but I don't think that Astra is in any danger of losing the Nexus. Losing a Stalker sucks, but it's okay. We're playing triple Stargate anyway, so that Stalker, guys, is really not that important. Losing Stalkers is painful if you're playing Blink, +1, +2, and Mass Gateways, but if we just want to spam some Stargate units, it doesn't matter too much. I have the feeling that Lorimbo is going to go for a Roach Hydra Queen all-in this game. And I think for Astra, you can do many things. Make Chrono a bit more, please. Chrono. Defensive Tempest would be one hell of a play. I played a game against Lorimbo yesterday morning and I just went for a Mass Tempest because I saw the Roach Hydra attack coming. Void Rays really suck against Hydras and Queens. Lorimbo is actually going to drop a Spire of 54 drones. It's ambitious. This Ling attack is not going to get a whole lot done. Does this triple Stargate stuff still work at low gem? It even works at high gem. But it obviously really depends on who's doing it versus who. And how good the economies are. That's what it's really all about. I think from this position, like after the initial start, I would have loved Astra spot and just play some Phoenix into +2 air weapons. And then go either Carriers or Tempest, depending on what Lorimbo is doing. I think you'd be totally fine. The way that Astra has played it, in my opinion, has given Lorimbo a little too much time to economically recover. And obviously one Void Ray, like, defensively it's good, but offensively it doesn't do anything. But basically everything works on almost every level until you're really talking about 6,300 MMR or higher. But up to 6.3k, like if Reynor wants to beat pretty much everyone with Queens and slow Zerglings, he's gonna do it. Ooh, that Spire, by the way. Man, if you go for the Spire here, Prismatic Alignment, mate. Double Prismatic. Where them Queens at? Queens are chilling. I think maybe not going for the Spire is a good call. I don't think he would have been able to get it. 5 drones is nice, though. What is your match record with Lorimbo? I know I lost one somewhat recently. But I thought I was playing against Fjont in my defense. Ooh, what a spot, by the way, for the Void Race, guys. The Queens actually have a hard time getting in range. He's still gonna get it. What a spot, Lorimbo. You're allowed to put Queens here as well. You know that, right, guys? Oh, Transfuse, Void Race, Corruptus, Transfuse, another one. Oh my goodness, the clutch save. It was bait. Lorimbo saves the Spire, kills 2 Void Race. I don't know what I'm looking at. But clutch AF. Oh. I think against Lorimbo I'm probably like 8-2, 9-2, something like that. I'm good against Zerg though, guys. That is my best matchup. Is this GM level? No, mate. It's Platinum. We just went over it. Yes, both of these guys are 5,300 MMR. So that is Grandmaster League. After this, we've got BASILIsk, the younger brother of Reynor, going up against Disc. Both of those guys are around 6,000 MMR. Disc even a bit higher, but I think BASILIsk is very good against Protoss. So that should be a very fun series. Then we also have Future against Nice. 2 excellent Protoss and Terrans as well. And last but not least, we've got Spirit versus Vanya. 2 nerds that are, needless to say, incredibly high level. What's with the Overlords? They're gonna tank. Lorimbo is gonna send it, but this is an army that really does not do very well against cannons and batteries. We need a good overcharge here. I love the overcharge in the back. That's very smart. Now move your carriers to that overcharge though, mate. Void Rays are gonna try to do that thing. Carrier overcharge. Okay, Banelings ruined that party. But I still think this should be fine for Astra in the end, as long as we can run away from the Queens for a split second. Hello? Oh my god, Queens is so good. Queens are so good. 27 pros have died. We have extra Void Rays showing up. The Queens really are doing their thing. One last carrier will fall, and all of a sudden Astra is in serious trouble. How many targets do we have? 3 Void Rays at a time. I still think the Protoss holds here in the end, guys. Call me crazy, but I still think we hold. Okay, this base is in trouble now, though. And then it's not really a hold anymore. Because we've lost all of our cannons. We only have batteries. We have no cannons. And that's where it really hurts that we don't have anything that's good against Zerglings. There's 1 Baning in the mix here as well. Can we maybe recall the probes? Oh, 1 slow Bane. Alright, now we lost a bit too much. We have extra Void Rays showing up. This was not the moment to queue up carriers. I think this was the moment to queue up extra Voids. Because Voids build a whole lot quicker than carriers do. If he has 2 extra cannons there, guys, and we have plenty of money, 2 extra cannons on the left side or 3, I think he's totally fine. Now, unfortunately, Astra will not be fine, as all the Void Rays are getting picked up one by one by the new Corruptors that show up, and it is a Lorimbo in the end who brings it home. 3-1. I really think he could have held there on multiple moments. I think we can take another look at that, because we are slightly ahead of schedule, not a whole lot. So I think obviously that overcharge was perfect, but was good use with the Banelings. Right now, a very, very, very big mistake by Astra. Like, look at how close the army supply is. Is that these Void Rays are standing in range of the Queens. If you put the Void Rays here, the Queens cannot participate. Oops, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I just want to show my face to you guys. So right here, I paused the game. Don't worry. So right now, the Voids are here. They are in range of 6-7 Queens. I said that Voids suck against Hydras. They suck against Queens. If the Void Rays would have just moved to this side, Queens cannot participate in the fight. These Corruptors die. 44, 45 army supply. That is one thing. There is... So obviously we should have moved that. But even now... Like this carrier, obviously we should have moved that carrier a little bit. We cannot just have a carrier sit there from the very beginning till the very end. Until it dies. I know there's nothing on the ground. But that doesn't matter. That's not how this works. Queens do not kill cannons anymore. So we have 2 cannons, 2 batteries here. If we would have just saved 3 of the Void Rays and a carrier, we put it here, but Queens cannot kill it. 4 Corruptors would have never won that fight. Then you've got immediate reinforcements, chrono, and you just rally everything towards the cannons here and you're fine. Like Muon Neutrino, I am willing to, I will give you 10-1 odds. Alright, okay, Muon Neutrino is very convinced, guys, that is never good for the Protoss. So I have a friendly wager for you, okay? 10-1. We are going to resume the game from replay. It's you against me. And we're going to resume it from replay right here, okay? Right here. I'll give you 10-1 odds. I promise you that I will win that game 10 out of 10 times. Against anyone that's not a way better Zerg than me. Like, this is literally looking good for the Protoss. But obviously, the beauty of StarCraft is that not everybody makes correct calls, etc., etc., and it's hard to play perfect StarCraft. But trust me when I say that this is looking good for Protoss if you position the units correctly. And that is all she wrote. If you stick around, we can do it after the final best of 5s are done today. We have 3 more best of 5s, but after that, this is an open invitation for you versus me, 10-1. And you can decide the wager. Speaking of 10-1, that's 10 right there. Alright, where's Baby Marine? Where is... He is here. Hey. They're already hosted. Alright, guys, I am going to go ahead and take a very tiny break. Because obviously these best of 5s are long. I do think that was a very fun series. We're now focusing on the wrong thing. I really enjoyed Lorimbo's performance. I really enjoyed Astra's performance. I do think that Astra felt the nerves and the pressure a little bit. But hopefully he still had fun. Obviously he will still get 15 bucks. Congrats to the Italian Zergi, Lorimbo. By the way, guys, who is streaming? We can go ahead. And before we throw it to a break, if you guys enjoyed those games and you are happy for the man who just won, you can give him some love over at just twitch.tv. Ah, look at that smile, guys. Look at that smile. He's smiling. He's happy.
This forge felt way quicker than usual.
That is what the Big Brain Bouts is all about.
Yes,
so
that's fine. I was
give him a
scrolling
follow.
so hard
I
with
thought I
that
already
smile.
followed him.
Almost through the game.
GG's, congrats. And obviously a well played to
Okay,
Astra as well. I see that these guys are very friendly with each other, which is awesome. Thank you to Dcash. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and take a tiny break. After that, we'll be back with a high level series between this man, who's also streaming. He's beautiful. It's Disc versus our man Baby Marine. That is, of course, Team Roddy and Reynor's younger brother. So we're going to go ahead and start the next prediction. We'll settle this prediction. Thank you guys for all the love. Give me 1 sec. A lot of little things to manage there. 72% of you guys voted for Lorimbo, and you guys were correct. Nice Neil series. Baby Marine versus Disc. Baby Marine, 6k Ita T versus Disc, 6.2k Canadian P. Maybe I should do Can, because CA is like California, right? I'll give you guys 50 minutes. We're going to go ahead and take a 3-minute break. After that, we'll be back. Let's go. Pam, pam, pam.